promised to report monthly on their condition, and agreeing to send for them by the 1st of April, I hastened on home. My wife had taken a hand in the building of the new house on the Clear Fork. It was quite a pretentious affair, built of hewed logs, and consisted of 2 large rooms with a hallway between, a gallery on 3 sides, and a kitchen at the rear. Each of the main rooms had an ample fireplace, both hearths and chimney built from rock, the only material foreign to the ranch being the lumber in the floors, doors, and windows. Nearly all the work was done by the ranch hands. Even the clapboards were riven from oak that grew along the mother Brazos. And my wife showed me over the house as though it had been a castle that she had inherited from some feudal forebear. I was easily satisfied. The main concern was for the family, as I hardly lived at home enough to give any serious thought to the roof that sheltered me. The original buildings had been improved and enlarged for the men, and an air of prosperity pervaded the Anthony Ranch, consistent with the times and the success of its owner. The 2 ranches reported a few over 15,000 calves branded that fall. A dim wagon road had been established between the ranches by going and returning outfits during the stocking of the new ranch the spring before, and the distance could now be covered in 2 days by buckboard. The list of government contracts to be let was awaiting my attention, and after my estimates had been prepared and forwarded to my active partner, it was nearly the middle of December before I found time to visit the new ranch. The hands at Double Mountain had not been idle. Snug headquarters were established, and 3 line camps on the outskirts of the range were comfortably equipped to shelter the men and horses. The cattle had located nicely. 2 large corrals had been built on each river, and the calves were as thrifty as weeds. Gray wolves were the worst enemy encountered, running in large bands and finding shelter in the cedar breaks in the canyons and foothills which border on the staked plain. My foreman on the Double Mountain Ranch was using poison judiciously. All the line camps were supplied with the same, and an active winter of poisoning wolves was already inaugurated before my arrival. Long-range rifles would supplement the work, and a few years of relentless war on these pests would rid the ranch of this enemy of livestock. Together, my foreman and I planned for starting an improved herd of cattle. The canyon on the west was decided on as a range, as it was well watered from living springs, having a valley several miles wide, forming a park with ample range for 2,000 cattle. The bluffs on either side were abrupt, almost an enclosure, making it an easy matter for 2 men to